Hey everyone, so this video is actually going to be targeted to someone who is not part of my normal targeted audience. This video is actually for the class who is graduating this year, May 2018. I have a few things I'd like to say to this class because they were my first group of students who I had ever taught. Like, I was fresh out of college, just got my degree, got hired, and then I taught my first year, which is a very scary experience. So I just wanted to make a video, and I don't even know if any of my students will see this, but if you guys happen to see this, this is for you. The first thing I wanted to address with the class of 2018 is it was so awesome to see you guys walk through our junior high and see you guys ready to graduate when I taught you guys as sophomores, and it made me feel so amazing, and people were looking at me and you guys were waving and saying hi to me, and that was just so nice and so awesome. And I love the message that it sent to the students who I currently have, who I also want to watch graduate as they go through high school. The first thing I wanted to say to you guys was that I am sorry. I wanted to apologize to you guys because, again, I was a first-year teacher. I didn't know what I was doing half of the time. Most of it was just guesswork based on things I learned from college and the assistance of some other awesome teachers that you guys have had who were helping to guide me. I really didn't feel comfortable until January of that next year. So second semesters, when I finally kind of found my groove, and I'd known you guys for a little bit by that time, and I was finally able to start actually feeling like a good educator. Like, I felt like I was finally teaching something instead of not being in like fight or flight panic mode all the time. I absolutely loved going over Julius Caesar with you guys. I loved going over The Giver with one of my other classes that I had. I loved going over To Kill a Mockingbird, which I hadn't read in like years. So I just wanted to apologize because I know there might have not has been as much education as should have been going on, but again, it was my first year and you guys really helped me learn what the heck was going on and what I was doing. So thank you guys so much for that. The second thing I wanted to thank you guys for was not only for how much you guys taught me how to teach, but you guys also were very kind. You guys were very giving. You guys were very accommodating for me emotionally. I definitely had some tough students, and you know who you are, as well as the rest of your class, but you guys were so kind to me after I had that accident with the dog bite, and I was very self-conscious about my face, and there were stitches, and it was just a bad time, and you guys were so nice to me, and you guys were a major point that kind of pulled me out of that depression I was in, and that was just like super awesome of you guys to be so kind when I felt so exposed and so alone and so isolated. And you guys were awesome for that. The last thing I wanted to thank you guys for goes back a little over 10 years for me. I had told you guys, especially my 6th hour, that I had liked a certain boy at the end of 7th grade and going into 8th grade. And naturally, getting to know students, getting to know you guys learned how much I had liked Cory and how I had liked him for like 10 years, and you guys were so awesome with helping me, like, hey, you should pursue, don't just be passive, don't just be the friend, like, actually try. And I did, and now I'm recording in a house that we are living in together. So I went from not, I don't know, like not even like hardly hanging out with this person to us dating within that year because you guys kind of helped me. Like, you guys gave me that push that I really needed when I knew I was an adult and I knew I could have done that, but you guys really helped push me to do that anyway, and it was like a really healthy pressure that I honestly needed, because otherwise I might not have had the initiative, and I probably wouldn't have tried. But that was, you guys are awesome. Like, thank you so much. Like, now I feel like part of my life is complete and I'm able to live the life that I want to live, and which has led to like the creation of this channel, even because you guys helped push me to make that a reality with a relationship that I wanted but was too afraid to pursue. So thank you. As I watch you guys walk across that stage next week, I had a few things that I wanted to share with you guys. Think of it as like a top 5, if you will. The first thing I want you guys to remember is that no matter where you go, no matter what you do, no matter how far away you are from your district, the school, the teachers, whoever, I want you guys to know that wherever you are cared for. Back in that classroom when I had you guys. You guys will always be my students. I promised I wouldn't cry in this one. I'm trying really hard. I will always care for you guys. I will always remember you, and you guys are always welcome to say hello. The second thing I want you guys to remember is to take your time with things. Don't feel rushed as you go through your life. You guys are just starting out. You have a lot of possibilities before you. Life is not a cookie cutter. You shouldn't live a certain way just because people say this is what you're supposed to do. Don't treat your life like a checklist. Don't just say, well, I have to go to college. Check. I have to major in this. Check. I have to pass this class. Check. I have to get married. Check. I have to have kids. Check. You don't have to do that. Sure, like some of you guys, yeah, it's totally the route you will go, and that is awesome. But for those of you who were kind of like me, where you were like, I don't really know what I want to do, don't think of life as a checklist. Live your life. Don't use it as an objective after objective. Like, of course, you're going to have to do problem solving, and you do have goals, and you will meet those goals. But don't try to check them off all at once. Take your time. Don't rush. The third thing I want you guys to remember is you need to learn as much as possible. We're living in a day and age where, yeah, your opinion is great, but you must have an informed opinion. Do your research, and then you can talk. Same thing with other people. Double check their research. Don't just listen to whoever is talking to you. The fourth tip that I have for you guys is to be kind. Don't burn bridges. It's going to be a lot easier now that you guys are going to spread out. You guys grew up with the same group over and over and over the same years, and now you're finally going to disperse and you will find different people, and that's totally cool. That's awesome. You can make new friends. Keep friends that were good in high school, but it's okay to grow apart. It's just something that happens, and it happened with my friend group, and I've come to terms with it, and it is okay. If a friendship is meant to last, it will, if both parties take the initiative to stay connected. It's okay to grow apart, but always be kind to anyone you meet. The last tip I have for you guys is with whatever you guys go into, if you guys go to a trade school, if you go to college, if you go out and get a job, if you go get a certificate, whatever it is you do, whatever job you end up having, whoever you end up with romantically, any friends you have passion for that. Anything you do, try, learn, love things, experience, share. Like, it's so awesome as you guys get older and you guys become adults, and it's going to be this amazing experience, and I just want you guys to have the best possible life you guys can have, because you guys deserve that. And I love you guys. No matter what, I will always care for you. Thank you for watching, and don't be afraid to learn. Bye, guys.